Courage and perseverance have a magical talisman before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish into air. John Quincy Adams. My friends, just persevere. Have the courage to get out there and try this. Learn it, experiment with it, work on it, keep pushing forward, persevering. You can do this. So many people think they just don't even have the guts to even try. And if you will try, some of the best traders I know have the least amount of education. But you know what they have? They have the stick-to-itness, the common sense, the dedication to learning how to follow the markets. It is not rocket science. It is literally charting art. So stick with it, my friends. You can do this. And of course, I told you we've been along quite a while. The S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100, well, they were both up today. The S&P 500 up 0.84%. Now we look at the high we had last week. It was 524.11. This week, 523.21. So we've not hit the high yet. We've only got one more day. Why? Because this is a shortened week. It is Easter, Good Friday. So we will not see the markets open on Good Friday. We're about halfway there to the volume we saw last week. We'll see how things shape up this week, if we hit the high of last week or not. At some point, friends, this market will go down, but as long as it keeps going up, we'll stay long. We see the two-day chart represents Tuesday and Wednesday still moving up. We see the volume right there at average, above average volume this afternoon with a spinning top. So again, things going in the right direction. We're still long the S&P. What about the NASDAQ 100? Well, not reaching the high of last week of 449.34. This week, 447.23 is the high. But again, moving in the right direction. We can see the two-day and the half-day are above that weekly trend line. The NASDAQ 100 up 0.34%. Now, those of you who aren't familiar with the Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, we've got great trainings on them. In fact, I'm going to put that training at the end of today's video for you. If you don't know what Heikin-Ashi candlesticks are and the magic of them, we have a fantastic training that if you will follow the video till the end, you will see the link. I want you to take it just a few minutes. You'll then understand them in the formula, and you'll know how to keep that in your head and know what it is you're seeing, because it is not high open, low close. It is averages, and it helps you see what Heikin-Ashi means, which is average pace. Helps you see the average pace. And of course, what we are seeing here is the average pace slowing down, even though it's up. What does that mean? Well, study the Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, take that short training. You will understand. Now look at bonds up for the day, almost 1%, 0.99%. Slowly but surely pushing up and through that weekly trend line. I don't even call it a trend line because we don't have a trend. This is the one thing on my chart where I don't have a color code on it. Green for long, red for short. I don't have either because it's not telling us much of anything. I have a trend line here just because I put trend lines on things. It doesn't mean a lot. But we are waiting for some discernible trend with some discernible volume to take off. Now, of course, what we had thought might happen is after we had this interim high where things really bucked up the week beginning the 29th of January, that again, we saw that red the next week, but we didn't have the volume to match it. And what did things do? They just sort of meandered down a little bit, up a little bit, over a little bit, down a little bit. We don't have a trade, so we're just waiting for bonds to reset like they did back here, and they gave us a great up move. Check it out when bonds bottomed in October, and right at the end of October turned around and shot up. That was beautiful. We had the volume to match the downward spike and the upward move with the green spinning top. Gorgeous. But if we don't have that, we don't jump in and just throw money in our practice trades at the market. Makes no sense. Let's move on to gold. Gold up for the day, 0.72%. You can see the high. Where things bucked up Wednesday afternoon, I'm down at the bottom of the chart now, and Thursday morning, where gold hit its most recent high, 302.92. And of course, this week, 302. let's see, 303, sorry, 92, 303.22 this week. So again, not quite hitting that high. We'll keep an eye on the volume. Still long gold, hasn't thrown us off the scent yet, and we will continue to move forward. Now, what's up with HODL, which is the Bitcoin, the VanEck Bitcoin Trust? This is traded, this is an ETF, so it trades like an ETF in a stock. You don't have to have your practice trade over there on some type of Bitcoin exchange. You can actually trade it in the market. That's why we practice trade this all the time. What is Bitcoin doing? Well, not hitting the high that it hit 2 weeks ago when it jumped all the way up to $83.36. Then things slammed over to a low of $70. So that was from $83.36 to $70 bucks, 30. $70.30. Then trying to move back up to 81.27. Now again, that's a far cry from the 83.36, but we do keep an eye on it. The last 2-day candle, that was a Friday, Monday, was a green spinning top. The latest 2-day candle is again a green up candle, trying to maybe reestablish some move. But after you have things blow off that much steam, we'll just have to wait and see if Bitcoin's going to, continue to move up. Like I said, down for the day. Try to get some traction in the morning and then blew back over in the afternoon, 1.22%. We look at 24-hour-a-day Bitcoin. You can see where it throughout the course of Tuesday and then on into Wednesday, just moving down 1.64%. So we'll keep an eye on Bitcoin, see if it's going to be able to gain again anytime soon its illustrious heights. Bitcoin can do all sorts of things, but I do encourage you to practice trade it if you're interested in it, to learn the nuances of the moves in Bitcoin. Patreon members, I've already recorded and uploaded for you the 3-wave trades and the charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies. Everyone else, we will be releasing cryptos, commodities, and currencies. That training tomorrow. Well, not training, but our view of where they are right now. Hope you enjoy that. 3-wave trades exclusive to our Patreon members. That is also available. All those things, we put everything first at the Patreon page, where all our Patreon members, paying members, have access to it. And of course, we also send you out an email, which I plan on sending out this evening, which is going to be our weekly vertical crossovers. Because remember, markets closed Friday for Good Friday. So Thursday will be like Friday. Anyway, hope you guys are doing great. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters. Check the end of the video for our Heikin Ashi candlestick training.